Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Hallett Leadership Monthly for the month of May 2021. Getting close to half of the year gone by already. It seems amazing how quickly things are moving forward. Today, we're going to have a conversation around being a victim or coming from an accountable place. Victim versus accountable, I like to call it. And we're going to see how you're showing up as an executive. But before we do that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so you can follow us and we can continue to provide you with resources and insights about how to show up most effectively as an authentic leader. A lot of times people feel victimized. They feel like circumstances have occurred and they have no choice in the matter, and suddenly things aren't going their way and they feel they are completely powerless to do anything about it. Let me ask you a question. If you're in an airplane and you're taking a flight and the plane sputters out and there's no power left, but you're lucky enough to grab a parachute and you put the parachute on, you jump out of the plane and you're falling at full velocity and you pull the ripcord and nothing happens and you have no emergency chute. My question for you is, do you have a choice? Many of you are thinking, no, this is terrible. My life's going to end. I'm going to be a big splat on the ground. And what was it all for? Well, I submit to you that you do have a choice. You can either do exactly what we just talked about, be a victim, feel like, look how horrible everything is, and just look at the misery in front of you and how powerless you are to do anything about it. Or you can choose to say, far out, look at this experience I have for the rest of my life. Now, that may not sound realistic to you, but I submit to you that you always have a choice. You have a choice. You can choose how you feel about something. So let me tell you a story about my own experience of being a victim. So I was doing a lot of workshops at a company and we were on fire. The people coming into these trainings, and doing these discovery model exercises were so thrilled and so excited about personally developing and growing and being able to find their authentic self in how they showed up at work. And we had all this momentum in the world. Yet we were getting this resistance. And I didn't know where it was coming from, but we were getting resistance, and believe it or not, from the HR department. And we felt like we were being undermined in what we were trying to do. And we had all this momentum, yet we were being pulled back and held back. And people were taking steps to sort of invalidate the value of what we were bringing to the table through these exercises. And it was really bad. And it got to a point where it was really taking away from the benefit people were getting because they were hearing mixed messages about where the company was coming from. Now, I felt powerless to do anything about it. I felt like it was out of my control. But now let me tell you a different version of that story. We were doing these exercises and we really wanted to make a difference at this company. We wanted people to get a lot of value out of these workshops, doing these discovery model exercises. And we had so much momentum that I was really just so excited about everybody coming in and being able to take advantage of this that I wasn't actually even noticing that we were operating completely outside of the organizational development department in the HR group. And rather than reach out and pull in and invite the head of the organizational development department to really be at the forefront of what we were doing, I was creating an environment where he felt excluded. Now, I wasn't doing this intentionally. My excluding his involvement set it up. But if you really want to take accountability to a deeper level, I come from the place that I believe if we find ourselves in a situation, there's a lesson for us to learn. And if we find ourselves in the similar situation over and over again, it's because we haven't learned the lesson. And in that circumstance, the lesson for me to learn was that sometimes when things are going really well and we're moving really fast and we have all this momentum, I start taking things for granted. The messages were there, the signs were there for me to notice that there was an opportunity for me to include somebody else to be a part of this excitement, to be a part of this journey, and let that person take a lot of the limelight. And it wasn't that I wanted the limelight, I was just so excited I had my blinders on. So the lesson for me is when things are going really well, don't take things for granted. Make sure I'm still checking in with the people around me. Make sure I'm still not missing something. We talk about all the time at Hallett Leadership about getting a diverse perspective, having different people's eyes and ears on things. I could have used another set of eyes and ears on how I was operating in that moment, and I could have learned that lesson much more quickly without having this much frustration involved. So I ask you, you have a choice. Do you want to be a victim, or do you want to come from an accountable place? Are you the author of your own life? If you're not, then I ask you, who is? If you come from an accountable place, you will feel that authorship. That's it for today. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom, and we look forward to seeing you next time so we can keep delivering valuable insights and information to you. Take care.